Alright, what's good, y'all? Let's get right into this topic. So, a lot of people don't know whether or not, they should make a 6'2 speed boost sharpshooter, or if they should just make like, like a 6'4 or a 6'8 playmaker point forward. And they don't really know, who's better, you know what I mean? Like who's really gonna fit the best guard position, or like who am I gonna have fun with, or who's gonna help me win games. And basically, I think it all comes down to whether or not, what you really want from a game. I think top level playmakers that play in that park or stage, I think that they're always going to be better just because of the fact that they can dribble while also being able to shoot with a lower shot. But if you make a 6'2 sharpshooter, you're not gonna need all like any combos. All you're gonna need to do is just speed boost around screens and then shoot the three. So it's basically kind of like the easy way out in a sense, just because of the fact that it's kind of like the easier approach. Just I don't know. For me personally, I'm not gonna make a 6'2 sharp just because of the fact that it just doesn't seem fun to me, and I can shoot with my playmaker anyway. So I mean, but if that's something that you want to do, go ahead. But I just think that the top level playmakers are always going to be better than let's say top level sharpshooters, or just speed boosting sharps in general, because there are some sharps that are a little bit taller and they have their like enough moves to be able to get themselves open, and that does take skill just because they're taller and they don't have all the dribble combos that's going to help them to get open because they can't dribble. So, like, if you took a top level playmaker and put him on a speed boosting sharp, he's gonna be doing some nasty shit. Like, he could do both. But if you take a top level speed boosting sharp and put him on a playmaker, he's not gonna be able to do both, just because of the fact that he needs that screen and he can't really dribble, just because all he's used to doing is just speed boosting. So so I think just what it comes down to is playmakers are always going to be better than sharp, but that doesn't mean that playmakers will always beat sharp just because of the fact that sharps can shoot threes every time. If you're trying to get easy wins on threes, just like have your friend, glass cleaner or post scorer set screens for you, speed boost out of the screen, have your other teammates sit in the corner and just cook for threes. It's really not even that hard. All you got to do is just find a shot that you're good with, speed boost, go. But if you're thinking on a one-on-one ISO, you can't ISO um, with a sharpshooter. And I guess you can, but what's the point of ISOing with a sharp when you can do the same exact thing with a playmaker and be a little bit taller? And that's another thing. That size sharp, they're not going to be the best on defense. They're not going to have like the type of defense that, let's say, a 6'8 point forward is going to have, because he has all that arm length. So that's another thing you have to think of. Yeah, you're gonna have a strong offense with a or a speed boosting sharp, but where's your defense gonna be at? Because even if you have good defense, it's not gonna be hard to just get dunked on just because you don't have that height. You feel me? So it all just comes down to what you want from a game. Do you want to put in the time to try to get better, your handles, be able to shoot with a lower shot, or do you want to just do as little, like as minimal moves as possible and just be able to throw shit up for the three? It's all up to you. You know what I mean? And let's talk about it on the pro-am aspect. You can't make a speed boost and sharp in pro-am because of the fact that you can't, like, the boost doesn't work because you don't have the sunset boost. So that's why nobody uses any speed boosting sharps in pro-am. But yeah, playmaker's still in there. You know what I mean? So the speed boosting sharps are really only good for, let's say, park, just because of the fact that they can speed boost, get a quick shot up, and they really don't. You don't need to play like with a. You could play good perimeter defense with a 6'2 sharp, but it's not going to be as good as it can with a playmaker. Yeah. So hope you liked that video. This was just something I saw, going around the community, and so I just want to put my own thoughts onto it. Make sure you comment, write, subscribe. I'm out.